Welcome back to my channels, guys. It's been a couple of weeks since probably a couple months since I've recorded a video like this, but I have a lot of new agents that have joined my team. Some of them are new to real estate, and I am just going through a lot of the processes of helping them learn. And I wanted to just share a few things that I feel like help new realtors or even realtors that are growing and going to the next level learn in their business, or things that you need to pay attention to so that you could go to the next level in your business. So let's get into this video. I'm going to share 3 steps with you that you need to be really skilled at as a new realtor or a growing realtor. So let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you're subscribed below. Make sure that you're connected to the content. Join our coaching community. Get our daily newsletters. You will want that content. There's scripts, there's how-tos. There's a lot of stuff in there that I'm just giving away because I really want to see people really be blessed by this business, by this industry, the same way I have been. And I have had numerous people pour into me, and I would not be able to be where I am without their support. So I want to give the same thing. So let's get right into these things. The first thing that you have to master as a new agent is your database. Go back and look at other videos that I've done, and I'll actually link one of my database videos here. The database is the first thing that you need to master, and you need to understand that before you get started. Here's why. If you don't master your database, you're going to let leads happen, and they're going to not get follow-ups. They're going to not get the proper level of next level contact or touches. Why? Because you're going to end up really being in a space where you're forgetting that you have to follow up with people. And the fortune with real estate is in the follow up. So if the fortune is in the follow up, you're going to miss opportunities. And if you don't get it top of those opportunities, you're going to miss business. So when you go into the business and you don't have that fundamental understanding that I need to be building a database, I need to have people on touch plans, I need to be having conversation with them on a regular basis, you're going to struggle in your business and you're going to miss a lot of money. So for me, one of the things that I had to do was master my database, and I had to make sure I did that before I built a business. If you know anything about my story, I joined real estate, or I got my real estate license in I want to say July of 2017. I was kind of really in and out of real estate until October 2017 is when I really started to focus, but I didn't close my first deal until April of 2018. And I was okay with that because I spent that full amount of time going into learning how to build my database. And during that, I learned that this was the way that I was going to build my business. So I really focused on that more than anything. So now we're going to get into the next point. So the next thing you're going to want to learn, and I'm going to say what I believe is the most important to the third, but this one I believe is just as important as anything, and it's incremental learning. You have got to understand that when you come into real estate, you are coming into a new profession a lot of times, and you are going to have an elephant of learning. I'm not even joking. Literally, when I joined real estate, it felt like I was drinking water from a fire hose. It was like, you got to learn this, your database, how to call, how to lead generate, how to follow up, how to do, how to. I was literally overwhelmed. And then God really began to, and God really began to really help me process. How do you learn? You learn incrementally. This is why, if you like sports, or anybody that understands sports, when you learn, you start to build skill sets. So let's just say you're learning basketball. You're going to start with dribbling the ball. Is that how you're going to end? No, but in order to get from one level to the next, I've got to master the fundamentals of the game. When people come into real estate, they want to jump from I'm starting today to being a millionaire real estate agent. They don't want to master the fundamentals of the game. And the people that make the most money in any arena, whether it's sports, whether it's business, whether in real estate, they take the times to be experts at whatever they're doing. That takes time, and it only takes place through incremental learning. I want to read a scripture to you. Proverbs 9:9 say, give instruction to a wise man and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man and he will increase in learning. What does increase in learning look like? Increase in learning means I'm going to learn about how to build a database. And I'm not going to move into learning something else until I master that. Now, I may gather more information and put together like a file or what we call a parking lot of ideas and things I want to go back to. However, I'm not trying to learn everything about my real estate career in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. I'm going to be always learning, always becoming better. I'm going to read that scripture out of the NIV because I really love it. It says, instruct the wise and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous and they will add to their learning. You will not learn everything at once. This is why coaching, mentoring is really important, because if you look at my stories I posted, and you can look at my highlights on my stories on Instagram, she's at Callan, you'll see that one of the things that one of the girls on my team said is that I helped her focus on what she should be learning. See, when you come into a new field, you don't know what you should be learning. And here's the challenge or the struggle. Most people are learning things that are beyond their level, meaning you haven't mastered the fundamentals, but you learn how to dribble behind your back. But in the game, dribbling behind your back is not going to help you score points. It's the fundamentals that will do that. So that is number two. You have to be able to learn incrementally. And it is much better if you have a coach, a mentor, or somebody that can help you do that. Okay. The last and final point, and I'm going to hammer this home forever, is you have to understand fundamentally business, not real estate, business. I'm going to say that again. You have to fundamentally have an understanding of how business works, not real estate. Real estate is your product. The business is a separate entity that operates behind the product you sell. If you don't understand business, that is profit and loss. That is how to track inventory. That is how to create market analysis. That is how to manage expenses. That is how to procure revenue. If you don't understand those basic fundamental business principles and you just think you're going to become a real estate agent and do well, you may have a lot of transactions, but you won't build wealth and a legacy. And that's one of the reasons that I became so passionate about helping people build businesses, because I'm watching real estate agents make a lot of money, right? The people that I know, they're making a lot of money, but I'm like, are you building a legacy? Are you creating the life that you want? And that's what real estate is. It's a funding source for you to either build a legacy, create the life you want. Now, for me, building a legacy is just as important as creating the life I want, but creating the life I want is what a life that will allow me to build a legacy. When I began to understand that, let me give you an idea of what understanding business will do for you. I had a call today, or a coaching session with a new agent today, and I was telling them that listings are leverage in your business. I can work with a seller in 10 hours. So in a 40-hour work week, I can have 4 checks. It takes me 40 hours to work with a buyer. Do I love buyers? Yes. Have I determined to work with buyers? Yes. But I focus on listings. Why? Listings will allow me to make more money in less time. And in business, if I make more money in less time, that means my ROI is higher, which means my business can be more successful. So it's not that I don't work with buyers. I love buyers. It's just that I'm focusing on listings because listings are better for business, higher ROI. And listings are leverage to buyers or for buyers, because my sign is in the yard. People will walk by, drive by, see my number, and connect with me. That gives me the opportunity to now work with another set of clients just based on business that I've already procured. It's a double-edged sword that if you're running a business, you understand. But if you're just coming into real estate for transactions, you don't care how you get it. But when you're a business, you're strategic about the kind of business that brings your business forward. So when you begin to understand business, you will treat your real estate career very differently. You will focus on business as a first pass and not a last pass. I don't want business to be something that agents think about on the back end, like, oh, let me look at how much money I made. What's my ROI? I want you to know that up front and be able to drive that forward. And this is something that brokerages are not teaching you. And this is why I created the CEO of Real Estate Content, because I want you to be able to fundamentally look at your business and create a business that that funds, not runs your life. Okay, there you have it. 3 things that you need to focus on to grow your business, or that you should focus on as a new real estate agent. Either way, my community, the CEO of Real Estate, is here to serve you, to help you, to give you resources, trainings. Check out our webinars and different events that you can go to. We also have something, if you're a dual career agent, that's a webinar that's free that you can plug right into. But stay connected to our community. We're going to have a whole bunch of new webinars and trainings coming out in 2025, and I'm really excited about that. And thank you for watching this video and being subscribed to the channel. But make sure you stay connected because we got a lot of cool stuff coming.